and welcome back to another episode of Big Mood.
Yay!
We have Tiff, me, and Jess today, and you guys might notice that Nikki's not here. She's not here with us today, but she'll be back next time. Don't worry.
She's gonna
fine.
come back.
We didn't kick her out.
Yeah.
She's good.
She's fine. Don't worry. It's cool.
She didn't leave us.
Yeah.
She'll be back.
There's no drama. We're good. Today's episode is possible because of you guys. We posted on Instagram for you guys to message us about your relationship problems that you have had or have right now, and we're going to address them and see.
It's like a round table of aunties.
Yeah,
We're going to decide if you should break up or not. Some of them may have already broken up, but we just want to talk about it anyway.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
We love the drama
Right.
of your shitty relationships.
Because we've been there.
We've all been there.
We've been there.
Very, very badly, yeah.
Also, I think it's important to mention the type of people we are in
Yeah.
relationships,
Right.
right?
Right.
Because I feel like just by knowing you guys and by knowing myself, we like you two seem to be a little similar in terms of like, fuck it, peace out, I'm gone. Like you will not like ride the wave.
Yep.
And I am the complete opposite. I will stay there and be like, no, motherfucker, this is gonna work because it's gonna work.
You will fight
Right.
tooth and nail to make that
Yeah.
man change, even if it takes 7 or 8 years.
Yep.
You will invest all of that time, whereas Gina and I are like, no, we're good.
Fine. I'm out. I'm good.
Yep. So there you go. So just going into this, you can at least know the type of people that are here
Right.
that we're going to be discussing.
And
Right.
no answer is probably correct. And none of our answers are probably like exact advice you should take. We don't know your lives. Like, we're definitely not perfect people.
Right.
No.
We're not therapists. We don't know shit. We're just talking about our opinions on your shitty relationship. Gina, do you want to get us into
Shitty relationship.
the first post? And we're going to make all of these anonymous just because we don't know who's okay with having their name shouted out or not. Even if they didn't specifically say to make it anonymous, it's probably
We're just gonna keep
Just
it
keep
safe.
it safe.
We don't want to get you in trouble.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, we're starting off with the first one that we got here is I don't even know where to start. Oh God,
That's how they start.
yeah, that's a strong start. She says, we've been together for 6 years and have a family, a home, and everything together. But
Okay.
I feel like I'm doing all the work on top of my 9 to 5. This house wouldn't run without me. No one would eat without me. And on top of it, I just feel like I'm always asking for some attention. Or he'll be in a mood and say that he just doesn't want to be around anyone and goes to hang out with his boys. And when we argue, it's almost always about the same things over and over again. I've honestly tried to leave before and he tells me things will change, and they haven't. I used to be a sucker and always get all heart face when he would talk about us getting married, and now when he brings it up, I don't even react.
Yeah. Sounds like she fell out of love.
Ooh. Girl, what are you doing in that relationship still?
I know. I remember I
Yeah,
was
6
with
years is bad.
Yes.
That's a long time.
They're not even married yet, but they have a family and everything.
Yeah.
So she kind of like put the cart before the horse, it sounds like. And now he doesn't have to try anymore.
She's doing a lot of wife things for someone who's not
For
a
a
wife.
boyfriend,
yeah. Yikes.
True.
I remember I was in a relationship once. It was like a long-term one, and it was good. It was good. Like, we talked about marriage, and then like things were starting to kind of fall apart. And then I knew it was over when he brought up one day. It was very simple. He's like, oh, I kind of actually want to buy this thing. I'm like, oh yeah, I should go ahead and buy it. And then he goes, actually, no, I should be saving for your ring. And instead of getting excited, I was like,
You could feel it in your
Ooh,
gut where you're
yeah.
like, no.
Like, I don't want to marry you.
yeah.
Don't
so
save for a ring. Bye.
that's when I broke it off. I was like, if I feel like that, maybe this is not.
Yeah.
That's a good sign.
Yeah.
Well, her
So-
body seems to be telling her, maybe in her mind too, but she's not actually putting anything into motion. And I know right now, especially in a pandemic, it's really hard. She has a family with this person and they're probably financially tied up. And this is like the worst time to like start out on your own. I get it. But, we've only got until summer. The vaccine's going to come out. So girls, start pocketing some money, put it away.
Hot
Maybe
girl
you
summer.
can make your escape.
I mean, the fact that she's getting absolutely no, like, she doesn't have a partner. She has another child there. And I know how that feels sometimes, but not fully to that extent, because Casey was not that bad. Like, he did help. Like, he helps a lot in our home.
He does a lot
like,
of cooking.
He is a
and-
partner
yeah.
for sure. But I'm saying, like, if I was in this girl's shoes, specifically in her shoes, I think I would already be leaving, because there's no way. Like, there's no partnership there is just like a huge bag of bullshit that you're the only one carrying this. And if your partner's not willing to carry his own weight, or at least acknowledge the fact that he's just dead weight, like straight up dead weight, like
what
why
is he
even
doing?
stay there?
What is he doing?
Like the minimum she wanted was just time and attention, and he wouldn't give her that.
He has a live-in maid.
Yeah.
Or a second mom.
That's pretty crazy.
Not a girlfriend. Girl, that's what you are. You're a live-in maid for free. Men that are shitty, not all men, shitty men will stay with a girl for a long time, even if they have no intention of really treating her well or anything, because there is a benefit to having a woman around, and that is fucking cleaning your dirty socks, making sure you have food at the table every day, like doing everything for you. So don't think that he loves you just because he's keeping you around. I think he loves the free labor.
Right.
Ooh. Yeah. Cold hard facts there. And also, like, to me it really speaks volumes how there's nothing beneficial that she sees in him. Like, there's nothing good that she's at least throwing in there to give some context in the relationship. It's just like purely like, listen, I'm in this situation. What the fuck do I do? And you know the answer, girl. You know exactly. Just by the way that she wrote it, she knows the answer already. It's just really hard to face the truth.
It's hard to start. I mean, after 6 years too, because like I was in a 5-year that I wasted time. We both wasted time in that relationship because it wasn't going to go anywhere. And it is hard because your identity is just built around this other person, and you don't even remember what it's like to be single, and like to even think about just being alone, just like having your bed empty again, and just all these things. It can be very, very scary. But you kind of get over that after a couple months, and then you go back to being like empowered and feel good, and like you don't have to do so many chores for someone that's not really adding to your life. So it's like, it's a very scary thing to like leave, but it's actually so much better once you get through to the other side and you can actually find someone that will love you and not just use you as a maid.
Right.
I'm also a big like, so you guys know how I am in relationships. I want my attention. So when I don't get my attention,
Gina is baby.
baby. So if I don't get that attention, I like lose my shit, right?
Yeah, temper tantrums.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I don't scream and throw tantrums, but inside, like, it's
emotional
there.
temper
you
tantrums.
You guys will see me in text messages, like,
energy tantrums.
You know?
Yeah.
So, like, for her to be pretty much begging him for attention, which is the bare minimum in a relationship, and he still doesn't.
It's because he doesn't respect her.
No, and then he'd rather go out with his friends. I'm a firm believer in, if they really wanted to, they would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he really wanted to, he would. You know. So I always keep that in
like
mind.
an ounce of effort,
Exactly.
at least minimum, bare minimum. Because sure, no one's perfect, and even if you want to, you're not going to nail it the first time. But at least there's effort and progress if you really want to be better.
Right.
You know what else that stands out to me too is the fact that they have a family, and I know how hard that can be. Like being in a relationship that you know is already entangled with a child.
Kids.
Like, you know, because my previous relationship, for example, it wasn't with Isaac's dad, and I had Isaac, and so, you know, it was a very toxic relationship, and it also didn't help the fact that he would throw that in my face too, like, who's gonna take you with another kid, like with a kid or whatever. So it was crazy, right? So then that would help me stay in that relationship. Like it was,
it's like brainwashing kind of. It's like you're not lovable, so
exactly. So I can only feel for this girl because the fact that they have a family, she probably feels like, well, fuck, like he's the father of my kids, like I can't replace that role or whatever. And she probably feels like she needs to stay for the kids. But the thing is that I realized in my previous relationship was that if I end up being in a toxic relationship, what am I teaching my son? Like, what is he learning from me and being in that relationship, me being unhappy? Like, what kind of lessons, what kind of man is he going to grow up to be? And how is he going to treat his woman? Like, if I'm letting myself get treated the way I do. So that helped me leave that relationship.
Yeah, that is scary. Like what, cause it's like, what's the lesser of the two evils, right? Like being a single mom or having like the 2-parent household thing, which I guess can be stressful. It depends on how old they are. Maybe if they're like in middle school, it's probably a lot easier to deal with. I don't know. I mean, you have more.
Yeah, my kid's in middle school. I mean,
do you think he's dealing with that easier now than he was the 2-parent thing in elementary school, or is it maybe worse now? I don't know.
Honestly, I don't know if I would label it as better or worse. It's just a constant it's a constant thing that everyone involved in is adapting to, because as this child grows up, he ends up being a completely different person year after year. So then we all have to adapt to how his brain has developed, how he's absorbing the whole situation.
He's so selfish.
But like, yeah, I really can't tell you if it was easier or harder, because it's just different problems, like different ways of coping. And luckily, like, Isaac does have a parent team of 3 that we all really get along, and we're all just focused on making sure, like, what can we do that is the best for Isaac. But there's a lot of other what do they call it, mixed family, there's a term.
Yeah, now that you're asking for the term, I forgot it. But
that term,
mixed
right?
family, something
like that. I can't remember right now, but
mixed households. I don't know.
But the point is, like, when there's children involved and like the parents are together and there's other people involved, all that, right? So in a lot of other households that are like that, the parents end up being very selfish. Like, they end up thinking like, well, I hate my ex, so I'm gonna make sure to get at my ex, and I don't give a fuck if it's gonna affect my kid or not. Like, unfortunately, there's a lot of shitty parents like that. And so they end up using the kids as weapons pretty much. And then that ends up being like harming the kid even more.
Right.
So then, like, making sure to put your own ego aside for the betterment of your kid, that's honestly like what is the winning formula.
Yeah. So like, not maybe having I guess what you would call a traditional household with the mom and the dad in the same house, even though they hate each other. Like, there's good and bad in that. Like, if you can figure out how to pretend to have a family that's like loving and caring, and you can show a great example, like the dad kind of pretends to still love the mom in front of the kid until he's old enough to get out of the house. Like, I guess that could help them see it something healthy. But then if it's not that, if they're not like doing a good job at kind of faking it until they make it, then the kid is just seeing like negative, like, this is what a relationship is. It's like, my mom is sad all the time and alone and just in the kitchen, and then my dad is just always with his friends or like smoking weed or whatever. Like, just not like, if they're not like in it, then that's really damaging to the kid. But then also if they're apart and they're being super like toxic, all of that. Like, so I guess if you choose to leave that relationship, it'll probably make you both happier as individuals. And then as long as you both agree to not treat the kid as some pawn in the middle, then that's probably the best situation overall, right?
This guy doesn't seem mature enough to do that.
I know. I don't know. That's really scary. But I mean, I can't say this for everyone, but hopefully with time, maturity does come, because that was my situation. I mean, maybe he's like years of like, can you please put your ego aside for our kid? Like, this is not about us anymore. Yeah. And eventually we got there. So
do you think that maybe he's just staying too because he feels like out of obligation? Like, he's like, well, I don't want my kid to like not have their dad around, so I'm here, but you're not getting any part of me. You know, like, I'm not going to give you shit, but I'll just be here in the house with the kids.
Yeah.
So, but
imagine we get a message from the other side.
Yeah. I know. I would love to hear both sides of the story, but it just sounds like if one person really wants the relationship to be like involved and the other person's just kind of icing them out, then they're really not contributing at all in this. So I think that you deserve better as a human being. I think it's better to kind of have a little period of time where you're alone in order to get something that you deserve, versus to never be alone but just always have something shitty.
Right.
You know,
I don't like people who aren't receptive to suggestions and problem solving.
Yeah.
You know,
it's the ego. That's why.
It is. It's ego, and also lack of consideration and care for the other person.
Well, it sounds like she brings it up all the time. They fight about the same things. He's like, okay, I'll change. So like, he's admitting that he's not doing enough, but I think he really just doesn't love you enough. I think because if he did, he would change.
Right. I think a lot of people confuse, when it comes to asking someone to fix a problem with them, they confuse real change with compliance. So what he's doing with you is just a compliance to maybe just make you happy for a little bit right now. But when shit hits the fan again, did he really change?
It didn't really come from within him. Exactly. Like, it wasn't like he has no desire to do what he needs to do to make you happy, because I don't think he loves you enough.
Right. A lot of people just comply to get the argument.
Or even himself. Happiness himself. He doesn't want happiness for his own family.
Yeah. Because I think a man that sees his family's kind of wobbling, it's not doing well, the relationship's like, he would at some point find it within himself to stand up and like make things better. Like, hey, we're going to go to therapy. We're going to figure this out. We're going to roll up our sleeves and like try to make it better. He's not doing any of that. He ain't worth a shit.
Pack your bags, girl. We're going back to the streets. We got a few months till summer. We can do this. Come on.
That's so funny. Well, so yeah.
We got a MILF out there. Come on.
A MILF. Oh, there's a lot of guys that are willing to date single moms too, by the way. You are not damaged material. A lot of guys too, they're like, I don't even really want kids of my own, but like you have some and they already come in these cute little packages at 6 years old, so I don't have to change diapers. They're like, perfect, sign me up, so you're not undesirable. Don't worry.
Don't think you're broken goods, because I know exactly what that feels like.
I mean, look at Tiff. She's a MILF.
Yeah.
There's plenty of dudes that
Total
want this. Oh, yeah. You have no idea. You should see her DMs. All right. So next message is... my birthday was in September, and I remember myself always being considerate and kind. I told my boyfriend that it's okay. We don't have to spend money or do anything crazy expensive for my birthday per usual. Oh, boy.
Okay.
I can see where this is going.
This is already problematic.
Yeah.
Just stop saying that. First of all, just stop saying that.
Dude. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt. Let's see.
Okay.
But, in 3 exclamation points, God damn it. Come on, girl. I tried. But... it was actually our first time together for my birthday, and so we went out to eat sushi, but I paid for it. No biggie. Although
Wait.
For your birthday?
Wait. She paid for her own birthday sushi? Okay.
Well, the fact that she's saying no biggie, it's like, well, okay, it's not a problem, but
she's building resentment. Well, she's building resentment as the sentence continues. Go ahead, Gina.
But she's also doing this on her own. Like she's handing this resentment to herself.
She is. She is.
Although I remember him telling me he doesn't have a lot of money due to, quote, bills. Hence the fact that we do live together. I was pretty bummed out that I didn't get spoiled to lavished.
Wait.
Girlfriend, you said it was no big deal. Why are you bummed out?
Okay, stop lying to yourself.
Yeah, you're straight up lying to yourself.
Stop lying to yourself.
Oh, boy.
And stop setting him up by saying, oh, it's no big deal, and then expecting it. Like, why?
She's a cool girl. That's why. I know what that feels
This
like.
is okay.
That's what they call the pick-me girls.
This is something we have to work on, but go ahead, Gina, continue.
Yeah. I was bummed out that I wasn't spoiled with lavish things, but I also remember that I should appreciate anything and whatever I get because it's the thought that counts, I guess.
That makes me angry too. Okay, go ahead.
Furthermore, 3 days after my birthday, remember, we live together, I opened the mailbox to get my check and I saw his bank statement mail. I usually don't open it because I don't care. But something was whispering in my ears to open it. So I did.
That feeling.
No. Oh, no.
I know that feeling so well. That intuition, gut feeling
and
of
it's
like.
always right. It's always right.
Always right.
What'd you find, Gina?
So I did, and I guess he was broke because he had been using his credit cards to pay for someone's OnlyFans.
How many? Is it just one account?
Jeez.
Is it just one?
Someone.
It keeps getting worse. Like,
I know.
It's like, this is astounding.
Is it plural? Someone's.
I feel like we
That
need
wouldn't
to
be cool.
start like the next episode we do of these. We need to ask for their like age and their location because I need to know like where did you grow up and how old are you? Because how are you this stupid? Anyways, let's go.
Right.
Oh my god, Jess.
Because this is stupid. No, this is stupid.
This
is
whole
stupid.
relationship is dumb.
No, she's definitely young.
She's
sounds
definitely
really
young.
young.
Yeah.
Woo,
But they
or
live
she could just
together.
be a pushover. I don't know. Like, there's people like that out there. Okay. Do you wear fedoras and think they actually look good?
If you do, honey, you need some styling help, and Stitch Fix is here to help you. As the days get longer and the weather gets colder, it may be time to take a look at your winter wardrobe. If you want to make a change this season, Stitch Fix can help you choose some new pieces that you'll love.
If you want to finally get laid.
Fedoras,
Some y'all need.
yeah, the fedoras are not helping you. Just gotta,
Everyone with the fedora in their
gotta be
closet,
honest.
they're like,
yeah.
I'm helping you.
Yes.
Stitch Fix is helping you.
So when you take your Stitch Fix quiz and you see a fedora pop up on the quiz, go ahead and click down and just don't do the fedoras. But other than that, you can go ahead and click, yes, I like this shirt. Yes, I like these pants. No, I don't like that type of sweater. And then they'll go ahead and curate a collection of clothes that you can try out in the comfort of your own home.
Yeah, real stylists curate your wardrobe for you.
Yes, there's a person and you can give them notes. And the last time I got a Stitch Fix, I was like, hey, I don't want any more jeans. I know that I love your jeans, but I have 57 pairs of jeans in my closet. I need more dresses. I'm like, I've been too tomboyish for too long and I want some more dresses. So they sent me only dresses. So they actually listen to what you ask for. It's very customizable, super easy. And also you don't have to stick with a subscription. You can just order like whenever you want. So if you just want it this week, but not next month or whatever, they'll customize it to whatever you want. Try on the pieces at home before you buy, keep what you love and return what you don't. Stitch Fix has free shipping, easy returns and exchanges, and a prepaid return envelope is included. It's super easy. There's no subscription required. Try Stitch Fix once or set up automatic deliveries. You'll pay just a $20 styling fee for each box, which will get credited towards the pieces you keep, and there are no hidden fees ever. Stitch Fix has styles and clothing to fit any occasion for women, men, and kids, and they ship all over the U.S., and it's also available in the U.K. Get started today at stitchfix.com/mood, and you'll get 25% off when you keep everything in your fix. That is stitchfix.com/mood for 25% off when you keep everything in your fix.
Woo.
Stitchfix.com/mood.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and while you're looking great, you can also eat good. Eat some nice and fresh and delicious meals by HelloFresh. With HelloFresh, getting nutritious home-cooked meals on the table has never been easier, especially with low-calorie, vegetarian, and family-friendly recipes. With HelloFresh, you get fresh, pre-measured ingredients and mouth-watering seasonal recipes delivered right to your door. HelloFresh is 46% cheaper than shopping at your local grocery store, and you get nutritious home-cooked meals on the table in about 30 minutes or less. I'm normally super intimidated by cooking, but HelloFresh makes it easy, fun, and affordable. Just to tell you, a recipe I made recently that was so delicious was this spicy maple chicken with mashed sweet potatoes and roasted green beans. Oh my goodness, just thinking about it, it makes my mouth watery all over again. It was so good. So to get America's #1 meal kit, go to HelloFresh.com/10BigMood and use code 10BigMood for 10 free meals, including free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com/10BigMood and use code 10BigMood for 10 free meals, including free shipping.
Yay.
Yeah.
Treat yourself.
Don't burn the water.
Okay, so he's paying for OnlyFans
Someone's
and she bought her
OnlyFans.
own birthday sushi. Okay, continue.
That really hurt me, and he told me it was my fault for going through his privacy.
No!
Ah, the gaslighting. Oh, my God.
Jeez.
I'm so mad right now.
I don't know who to fight, him or
her?
smacking her for being dumb. Like,
Okay, my sister. You are my sister.
yes, now it's a sister. I want to beat the shit out of you, sister. Like, what the hell?
Like, pendeja, what are you doing?
Oh my God.
Oh, no.
Imagine being 22 again, paying for your own birthday sushi, and then find out your boyfriend's paying like cam girls or OnlyFans girl. Like, he's basically paying. That's like personal porn.
Yeah.
That's not just like, oh, I log onto Pornhub like on Saturday. You know, it's like I'm paying this girl who I have an attachment to
That's
see
like-
her naked and to jack off to her.
Yeah,
but you are
that's-
gonna
that's
buy your
cheating in
own
my
birthday
book.
sushi.
Like,
I don't
like
think
when
guys-
it's that personal, when it's that direct, that personal, that direct. Me in my book, I would classify that as cheating.
I agree. It's too like you have too much of a direct line to this specific girl and you're paying her bill. She probably has thousands of guys giving her money, and your own girlfriend had to buy her own sushi for her birthday.
And then he had the audacity to get upset at her for her.
How dare you
going
find
through
out what I'm
snooping?
doing?
Oh, I think snooping at this point in my life, I'm like, if you feel that shit and you find it, you were meant to find it.
Yeah, you were meant to find it.
Yeah.
So the other thing
wait.
too.
Oh,
So is there more, or is that it?
Let's finish it
Okay,
off
go ahead.
real quick.
Let me get more angry.
Oh my God. He said it was my fault for going through his privacy, and I don't know if it was right for him to get so angry at me.
Oh, mama.
I was just mad at myself. Help, it still lingers in my heart because he lied that he was broke from bills, but he was paying for someone else's
That
OnlyFans.
breaks my heart.
July, all the way past my birthday. It's multiple months of OnlyFans.
So July, August, September. Oh wait, 4 months
Yeah.
of OnlyFans.
And that means he knew
Wait,
her
so
to
they
her birthday.
live together.
Yeah.
So she knows how much he makes and what the bills are. She should know like how much he can afford.
Well, no, I mean, maybe he contributes the bare minimum without telling her exactly how much he makes. But the shitty thing
Why
is...
would you live with somebody if you have no fucking clue how much they make?
I've been
People are
there.
wild.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't ask enough questions, girl.
Yeah.
No, well, it was also difficult to know exactly. He was an artist. So, like, he would be commissioned,
right,
right.
big
Oh.
amounts sometimes and then nothing other times.
That
and I would
makes
be,
more sense.
I would be the one paying most of the bills.
So he's been paying for this OnlyFans since July, knowing that his girlfriend's coming up, his girlfriend's birthday is coming up in September.
He couldn't sock away a few dollars for a
Right?
dinner.
No, the part that really breaks
cancel
my
it for
heart
that month?
is how she was like, I was mad at myself.
Yeah.
Like, why?
No, honey,
you were
it's-
so in the right to follow your intuition. Sure, okay, there is like an ethical line that was crossed by going into his private shit. I think that is an ethical line that has been crossed, but it is justified in my opinion because of the fact that like, dude, you're living with the dude.
He fucking nuts in your pussy. You can go through his mail.
Like, if they were married, then I wouldn't think that ethical line
If
was
they
there
were
at all.
married, then he has no privacy.
Yeah, no privacy.
But yeah.
But
But they
the
live
fact that they're
together.
I know. That to me is my line.
He's playing house, so he should
Yeah.
know his fucking bills are coming into that house. His
I'm gonna pull up this
fake
girl's Instagram
wife.
because I just want to see what she looks like.
Oh, no.
I'm not gonna say it, but I am like upset. I'm enraged, is what I am.
Gina.
I am enraged.
She can't
right
even
now.
speak.
Oh, it's on private.
Oh
She's
no.
a nurse. She's a nurse, so she's old enough.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
And she's cute. From her profile picture, she's cute.
She's cute and she has a good job and she's dating
cute,
a
but
guy
she
that
really does
fucking
look
made her pay
like
for her
young.
own birthday dinner.
She looks
Right?
really young though.
Okay.
That is something to consider
You
because
could
like
be,
in her
be a
20s.
brand new nurse.
But still.
yeah, I could think like early mid 20s Tiff would probably be in similar shoes. Like
Even-
I would feel
Yeah,
I get
I've
that.
been there. I've been
Yeah.
there. I've never paid for my own fucking birthday dinner,
Same.
but I've been there.
Even when I was broke, when I was younger, whenever we went out for birthdays things, like we all chipped in as much as we could.
Yeah.
He didn't
At
chip in at all.
least.
She paid the whole birthday bill. Like, come on, dude. Like, ugh, that's like some small dick energy shit. I'm turned off. I
Yeah.
am turned off
Heavily.
right now.
That's
Who is this guy? Like, you message me. I just want to.
The audacity.
The audacity. That's all he has.
Why are men?
The audacity. That's all he has.
Yeah.
He just has the audacity of it. Oh my god, I'm
no,
so
it's
mad.
just it angers me because it reminds me of like situations when I've dealt with men that were just very clearly still teenage boys, and then when you confront them with their wrongdoings, they have the audacity to get angry at you
Right.
for fucking finding out. Like, how dare you find out I fucked up?
Right.
Like,
Right.
fuck you.
Right.
Yeah.
Own up to your shit. Be a fucking man because it's some little boy shit.
I think
to get
that-
upset is some little boy shit.
Right.
The what is it? The means justify the ends when it comes to like, if I have to maybe ask your best friend, or if I have to look at your mail, or if I look at your phone, like the means to me justify the ends to know that you're fucking cheating on me, or
Right.
you're like you're doing something wrong. Like I
Right.
don't care how I had to figure it out.
Yeah.
The point
Right.
is like you're doing something wrong and you put me in this fucking position
Yep.
of like having to live with this ugly feeling in my gut. Like if you wanted to do something wrong, you should just be like, hey, I'm like, I can't really be in this relationship. I can't be there for you the way you want me to. I can't fucking take you out on dinners. I can't, like, what is this
That's
relationship
maturity.
for?
And this guy is clearly nowhere near that level.
Also, though, for her, you need to fix a few things too. You want to get spoiled for your birthday. You
Then be
want
honest
nice
about
things.
it.
That's
Don't
true.
be that girl that's just like, oh no, it's fine. You need to learn. This is a communication issue. You
Yep.
need
It
to
is.
be true to yourself. You know what you want, and don't be ashamed of that.
Yeah, because like I said
Verbalize
earlier,
it.
like, you're handing yourself that resentment.
Exactly.
Like, you
Yeah.
really put yourself in that position. And I know exactly what that feels like because I was in too deep tiff. Like I would get into situations that I did not want to be in, and it was only because I didn't want to upset anyone, and I wanted to be cool girl. Like,
Right.
I'm really cool. Like
that
I'm down
benefits
for
no
this
one.
shit.
That benefits
Exactly.
no one. It
literally
doesn't
benefits
benefit
no
him
one.
because now he has to deal with you being upset later, regardless of if he's a piece
Right.
of shit or not, which I kind of feel like maybe he is. But now he has to deal with you being upset. Now you have to deal with you being upset. Like,
that's also like a level of immaturity on her end.
It is
big
right.
level of immaturity because you think that you're doing something. It's also a level of avoidance, like a huge avoidancy issue here, and avoidance does not get you anything. It doesn't help any of the parties involved. It ends up hurting you longer, and you end up staying stuck in a situation that you're gonna end up feeling resentment towards yourself because you know what you're doing to yourself.
You're putting up with that shit.
Exactly. And then you're gonna end up like feeling shitty about yourself, and that's the opposite of what you're trying to do, girl. You gotta figure out that self-love. Like,
you can't be upset after telling someone to do exactly what, you know, you told them to do this and they did exactly what you told them, and now you're upset. So that's a problem.
I don't want
you need to work
anything.
out. Yeah.
Okay. Like, girls, we have to stop
that
saying
shit,
that,
dude. Like, I don't
if
wanna
you
know, it's
literally
fine.
like, I'm not a gift person. I even tell my friends, I'm like, stop buying me gifts because I feel bad because I'm not a gift person. I don't want to involve myself in gift giving for birthdays or anything. Like, I suck at that. I literally don't want, like, but I do want us to hang out. I do want us to have fun. I do want us to like go somewhere, like maybe get a little drunk or something. I want to be like, yes, I want us to like acknowledge my birthday. I don't want gifts. I'll say that. But like for this girl to be like, oh, it's okay, whatever, and I'll just buy myself a sushi dinner. It's like, it's stop.
Yeah.
We have to stop that.
God, if that was my little sister, oh my God.
what would you do, Gina?
I'm so angry right now.
Yeah, this one I'm very upset with.
Yeah. Because this guy is just shitty. It's like nothing attractive at all. No consideration for a birthday. Broke. Well, I mean, broke for the wrong reasons.
Right.
You know?
Because
like,
he's paying some girl on the
sushi
internet.
dinner even that expensive. It's
I
not
mean,
even that
$100?
bad. Yeah, if that. I'm sure they're not going to some like super nice place. Just like a local sushi spot. You know?
I mean, even if they are, either way. I mean,
Yeah.
$100, $200
And you
for a
can't-
grown woman sushi dinner.
True.
Come on.
I'm not hearing
She's
a lot
a
of
nurse. She's taking care of dead people
That's true.
and sick people and people shitting on themselves.
I was like,
And you
wait,
can't-
nurses take care of dead people?
No, I didn't mean almost dead
Almost
people.
dead.
Yeah, dying people.
Dying people. You
I
can't
wonder
buy
what
her-
he does for a living.
That's true.
Be
Like,
dumb.
what are you doing
Be
with
useless.
your life?
That's what he does for a fucking living.
He's useless.
Stupid. Oh my
And that's
God.
why, and I know that this is highly controversial, but there's a saying, you could love a man who is rich or you could love a man who's poor. And I don't mean you have to only date rich men, but like, don't fall in love with a guy that's like seriously a scrub because you're
Yeah.
just like, this is the shit that you're going to deal with. He'll not buy you birthday dinners and he'll scrounge together his pennies to pay for porn
Yeah.
because he's a
Yeah.
scrub.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Pack your bags.
Yeah.
Going back to the streets.
We need like a graphic for that.
Pack it up.
Pack it up, honey.
Wait,
Let's
what would
go.
you say if you would tell her to stay?
Shit.
Shit.
Because I feel like these are all going to be
I feel
pack
like
your
I'm going
bag.
to tell all of them to break up. So let's see. What do we think about number 3? Do we have number 3?
Yeah, we have
in the
number
wings?
3. I can't even get over number 2 right now. I'm fucking
very
furious.
upset at her. And yes, girl, I think we had a lot of submissions about their boyfriends buying OnlyFans, and is that a problem? And to me, it is.
Yeah.
To me, like porn, there's a sliding scale. And I understand that a guy might look at, like, if he looks at it a lot and he's, like, got a serious problem, even if it is just random, like Pornhub, like, not OnlyFans or whatever, I think that's still an issue.
Right.
But if he's just, like, a little he dips his toe in it once in a while, a few times, you know, not a constant basis, then maybe let it slide. But OnlyFans, like, cam girls, like, all the shit they have a direct line to, I do feel like that's not good for your relationship, and I would be very upset by that. I would demand that it ends immediately, although I would probably just not even want to be with that guy. I would be so pissed and disgusted. Honestly, it's disgusting.
Yeah, because I mean, everyone has their line. You just have to figure out where's your line. What are you comfortable with? Because I agree with Jess. Like, that shit is crossing the line for
That
me.
OnlyFans should be for like single guys.
But then there'll be girls out there because I was looking at some like commitment stuff and looking into like how like other people have different like attachment styles or like commitment levels.
Standards.
Yeah, standards. and some other, like, there are people out there that they're perfectly fine. They actually feel nothing negative when their partner is, like, for example, flirting with the girl. Like, in fact, a lot of people actually find that as a turn on. So if to you,
do they really, or is that internalized fucking misogyny? I don't believe that.
I don't know.
I think that's like a trauma response to a guy cheating, and now she's like, oh, I love it.
Probably. There's probably deeper issues there, but like, I'm just looking at the surface here. The surface is
they say that
if you truly, like, be honest with yourself, right? If you truly feel like, oh, my boyfriend can pay for this chick's OnlyFans account, like, I'm perfectly fine with that. Then maybe you're perfectly fine. But if you're asking us if it's an issue, it's already an issue with you.
No.
The answer's no.
It's an issue with you.
It's
already.
a hard no.
Especially when that money should have been towards something special for your birthday.
Yeah. He doesn't even have money to blow like that. So he's just an idiot.
Yeah.
So you're telling me he's financially stupid too? Like that with that. I hate this guy.
And you live with him?
He sucks.
I hate him so much. Oh my god. I bet he uses 2-in-1 shampoo. Fucking bitch. All right.
He probably uses dish soap in the shower. Anyways.
I hate him so much. All right. Next one. Please give me advice. All right. So over 2 years ago, I started a job and my boss came on to me. I was 18 at the time. And
wait,
he was
what?
Ooh, okay. I was 18 at the time and he was 55, married, and had more than 6 kids.
Whoa. More than 6?
He's like
what's
a
the total?
He's like a pedo, honestly.
Yeah.
Pedo energy. Go ahead.
Yeah.
At first, it started out as a daddy kink. He wanted control over me, which was scary and felt uncomfortable. But after a while, I just kind of got used to it.
What?
Wait, so she's engaging in an affair with this married man
Yeah.
at 18?
She said it was
and
scary and
they just went
uncomfortable?
straight to fucking BDSM shit?
Wait. It was scary and uncomfortable at first, but after a while, I just kind of got used to it. You just kind of got used to it.
What are you doing?
She was in too deep.
What are you
You don't
doing?
just kind of get used to it and go with it.
She's
No.
got so many details.
I know. You don't just jump straight to the daddy kink.
How do we get there? Whoa, girl. Whoa. I need like a lot more fucking details of how you got from
Remember,
point A to
she's
point B.
18. She is 18.
This is like some
She's
some
in too
grooming
deep.
shit.
She's a
dude.
baby.
Yeah.
This is fucked up, but go ahead and
is
She
get
also
really
has a
fucked
lot of
I feel like we should put a trigger warning up right now because
Yeah.
this shit sounds already fucked up.
Yo, if you're the girl watching right now, I bet you $5. I'll bet you guys all $5 right now. He has told her, "You're so mature for your age."
Oh yeah.
Blech. I bet you $5. That's the most fucking classic grooming line ever. Okay.
I've heard that one
Right?
1,000 times.
His wife almost caught us once and definitely started to not like me. Yeah, no shit. God, Jesus, color be surprised.
Girlfriend.
The way she's even typing this out, I'm like, what?
Oh man.
Wait, she needs help, right?
Yes.
I feel like it. Yeah.
No, because she's like, I need help, and I'm like, yeah, you need help.
Yeah, you need help.
Girl.
I ended the
isn't
job, but not our relationship. It's just about 2 years later, and I'm really now dependent on him.
She's 20.
In what way? Financially or?
Daddy kink moved to the side, and it was more like a committed relationship, except obviously he was still married and lying to his family. But not. It's definitely more of a loving relationship. He makes it very clear he doesn't know what he wants from his life, and I'm pretty positive he's not going to change anytime soon. But is it wrong that I don't want to break it off?
Yes.
I don't have any expectations for him, but he helps distract me from what's going on at home.
Oh.
I do love him. Help. Also, I want to let you know that during my lifeguarding job, I would sneak an earbud in my left ear and listen to Big Mood all day and kind of zoned out and kind of not watch the children in the pool. Hence why I have an anonymous Instagram account. So kids are dying?
Thank you for being our fan.
Thank you for being loyal, but
We love we love the listeners of this and viewers of this show, but
I
I'm
can't do
very upset with you. Have you guys been washing your hair during this pandemic?
Barely.
once a month.
I know, I've barely been washing my hair, but when I do wash my hair, I love to use Function of Beauty.
Function, please
They're
help me.
our honestly, this last bottle that I bought has lasted me so long. Because I wash my hair like, no joke, once a week.
Yep.
But I do love Function of Beauty, and I have bleached hair that is very fragile. So when I went onto the Function of Beauty website, took my little quiz, I said, look, I got very fine hair and it's bleached and it sucks. So help me. And then they sent me a bottle of the purple shampoo because that really helps for bleached hair to keep it from turning too yellow. Because, you know,
That orangey.
I already look like white trash. I don't need that much more white trash in my style.
Right.
So, you know, the purple shampoo helps me. Function of Beauty is a world leader in customizable beauty, offering 100% custom solutions just for you. First, you take a quick but thorough quiz, tell them about your hair goals. Next, the team determines the right blend of ingredients and bottles your custom formula to order. Then they deliver your personalized formula right to your door in a cute customized bottle. They even print your name on it. They use only clean ingredients, and all of their formulas are vegan and cruelty-free. They never use sulfates, parabens, or anything other harmful stuff on your skin. Function of Beauty now offers a new skincare line. Have you guys tried the body wash and the lotion?
The lotion.
The lotion.
The lotion is amazing. I also have the body wash. I've been using pretty much all Function of Beauty products now.
I've been excited to try the body wash, but I'm currently using a different one. So I'm like, hurry up and finish so I can use it.
Girl, just pop that one in front of the line. It's worth it.
Yeah.
It's the same quality and customization you expect and now for your skincare routine. So yeah, they'll say like, is your skin super dry or is it super oily? So you can figure out what you need.
You could also customize the scents and the colors.
Yes.
Because like the one, my body lotion that I have is like eucalyptus. So when I put it on my body, it has like that tingly, like minty tingle.
So what are you waiting for? Go to functionofbeauty.com/bigmood to take your quiz and save 20% off your first hair care order. Go to functionofbeauty.com/bigmood to let them know you heard about it from our show and get 20% off of your hair care order. That's functionofbeauty.com/bigmood.
I'm so glad I'm not the only one that hasn't been washing my hair.
Yep. I am disgusting.
Yeah.
Huge shout out to our sponsor today, Misen. I don't know about you, but I've been cooking a lot more at home lately. Something I learned pretty quickly is that using a good knife makes all the difference. It really does. Have you ever cut a tomato, like a kind of overripe tomato, with an unsharp knife? It is terrible. But when you have a sharp knife, it creates beautiful, gorgeous, if you will, tomato slices and dices. Misen makes it really easy for you. They've designed their chef's knife to replace an entire set of knives. That means you can cut bread with it. You could cut potatoes. You could cut tomatoes. You could cut broccoli. Get some broccoli. This is my Christopher Walken impression. I'm sorry. A dull knife is a dangerous knife, and it makes cooking more difficult. But with the Misen chef's knife, I can slice through anything like it's nothing, like it's butter. It makes cooking so much easier and so much more fun because I don't know if you've done a lot of like prep work for different meals, but it's annoying if you're trying to chop and slice and dice all this stuff and and you don't have a good knife. So do yourself a favor, please. The Misen's chef knife is legit and verified. It has over 5,000 five-star reviews from real, actual pro chefs. So don't take my word for it. There's actual professional chefs out there who can vouch. And it also has a cult following among home and chefs and foodies. Step up your cooking game now and head over to misen.com/bigmood for 20% off your first order. That's misen.com/bigmood for 20% off your first order. Misen.com/bigmood. Misen.com/bigmood.
Thank you for being our fan.
Thank you for being loyal, but
We love we love the listeners of this and viewers of this show. But I'm very upset with you.
I can't do this.
Yeah, girl,
I'm
you
very
know you're
upset
not
with
right.
you.
It's not her
You're
fault
not
completely.
You're not right in the head right now. You need
Yeah.
to seek some help, some professional help.
Because she did get groomed. This is very...
Not just that, but it's very obvious that she has a lot of issues going on at home. To even like the fact that this even
to engage
happens.
in this kind of like daddy
and
thing.
also she even said it towards the end how like he's distracting her from what's happening at her own space. So she really needs to seek professional help to deal with what's going on at home. She needs to break this off with this man
First, get rid of him.
Yeah, that should be first. Well, the reason why I didn't list it first is because I think she really needs
gonna be hard for her to do
psychological
that.
help to even break that off.
Yeah.
Like
I don't think she can just walk
She
away
needs
from it.
therapy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like, yeah, this girl, like,
This man is using you as a distraction from his life also for sex. This is gross.
In
this
a creepy way too.
55-year-old man.
Like if he was gonna cheat, why can't he cheat with like, I don't know, 35-year-old
Exactly.
or 45-year-old, like an 18-year-old? Like there's something wrong in his head.
You're not even old enough for him to take out to the bars and buy you a drink.
she sounds like she has some serious
He probably
daddy
has
issues.
kids that age, like
Exactly.
close to that age, probably.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. This isn't love.
No.
Because I want you to understand one thing. Never, not even for a single moment in this whole entire relationship that you have with him, have you ever been the only woman. Ever. Have you ever been the only woman that's on his mind?
Mm-mm.
He has
But
a wife and a family.
But the deeper level in that, though, is that she doesn't care. She doesn't care about that,
It's not
which means
healthy.
like she has some serious issues that she needs to work out about herself. The fact that she's even okay with the situation. Like that's not something like it's not like me or you
Right.
in this situation. You know, this is a girl that is completely so far gone out there that she needs genuine help.
Right.
Yeah, I don't want to victim blame because I do see the grooming side of it, but I am very upset with her, and I want her to do better.
I just want her to watch the kids when she's lifeguarding.
I know.
Okay. Like
That too, yeah.
die, dude. Come on, you have one job. Keep them alive.
I mean, there really isn't so much more to say other than she does need some sort of therapy. I don't even know where to begin with that.
But then where is she gonna get therapy at this age? She can't afford it. You know.
I sense a lot of self-hate in her. Like she probably is feeling like, well, you know what? I'm already a shitty person, so might as well do shitty things. Fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what I mean by like there's some really deep-seated issues there, and for sure she has some daddy issues or maybe it's mommy issues manifesting in this way, and there's some serious shit there that she needs to like. There's like gunk in there she needs to clean out because her mind is polluted right now to the point where she thinks that the situation she's in is like it's cool.
Or she
normal.
sees it
It's
as
not
love.
cool.
You know,
Yeah.
like that's some of the most twisted form of love. Like it feels like love maybe, or it gives you the same chemical release as what you think love is, but literally factually, I don't think it is.
Right.
Like I can't envision how that is healthy in any way, or that it's actually true love in any way. It's like two people using each other.
Yeah.
But I feel like less that she's at fault for the situation just because she is so young.
She's more impressionable.
She says that now she's fully dependent on him, and I wonder in what way. Like, does
I
he
know.
pay for? You know, like, does he take care of her?
The beginning, the kink thing, the daddy wasn't that like
It was a daddy kink moved onto a. She said now it's moved aside and now it's a committed relationship.
And it was her boss.
It was her boss.
So maybe he's just like, he paid so she didn't have to work anymore.
yeah.
He's paying
Yeah,
for her
she
to not
left the
work
job.
maybe.
But now she's a lifeguard.
Oh.
A shitty one. Very upset about that. But she said that she's dependent on him now. Like, how is he taking care of her? He has to be somehow, right?
There's other ways. I don't know. There's other things in trying to do maybe what feels easy, even though it's like super unhealthy, is just really gonna like dig her into a deeper and deeper hole. So like, yeah, I mean, this person is probably not going to be one that wants to help themselves.
right.
So
She says, he says that he doesn't know what he wants, and I'm pretty positive he's not going to change.
oh, he's not leaving his wife.
He's not.
He's
No.
not.
Never, ever.
No.
He's
And
not.
she says, I don't have any expectations for him. That's a line that sticks out. I don't have any
That
expectations.
sticks out to me a lot too.
I don't have any expectations for him, but he helps distract me from what's going on at home. So
It's kind of like being apathetic about having a drug problem. You're like, it is what it is. Like, I know it's unhealthy and it is what it is. So it's like, yeah, you've got to figure out a way to love yourself more. I think that whatever happened to you is definitely holding you back.
Yeah.
and
And
it's not love. It's dependent. Like you said it yourself. You're dependent on him.
Yeah.
And this is beyond any like relationship. This is like some mental health. Like you need some therapy to help you through this.
Yeah. I mean, period on that one, girl.
Yep.
So pack your bags.
I knew
We're not going to the streets.
No, we're not.
We're going to therapy.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
pack
girl,
your
go to
bags.
therapy.
Pack your bags.
There's got to be some
Go
sort
therapy.
of like
Free
some sort of
counseling?
resources of
Right.
just somewhere to even start. I mean, I know that
Definitely. There's like apps that even sponsor us that you can literally go to, and it's affordable, and you can take a first step. You know, there's always a first
or even
step.
there's probably like free stuff sponsored by the city or whatever. There's probably like free mental health stuff that I mean, I would start with the therapist for sure.
Yeah.
I just want to email this guy's wife so bad.
Oh, I know. I'm like, girl, give us the details.
I know. Just
He might not leave her, but we can make her leave him.
Yeah. Like, I just
She doesn't
wanna-
deserve to be married to a man that's just fucking dating an 18-year-old.
I just want to be the neighbor next door when this all blows up. Just out outside sweeping my porch.
Pretending to not, but obviously
It's all
listening.
raining and shit.
Just not even got a porch, it's the grass. Just sweeping the
The
grass.
leaves are just fucking stuck to everything. Oh my goodness.
Jesus Christ. But yeah, that's yeah, no. Get therapy. Also fucking watch the kids, please.
No, the lifeguard part was also another inclination to me that she is very self-hating and that she's just like, fuck it, I'm a shitty ass person anyway. Fuck it. Like that's the kind of action, and the fact that she even told us about that. That is
She knows.
a problem.
To admit that.
Yeah.
She knows. It was under an anonymous account, like fully anonymous, but she knows. Yeah. All right. Oh God, these are sending me fucking. The last one I can't even handle it anymore. Jess, you take the last one. Go.
Okay, I did have one. It's from a guy's perspective. I think all these were from a girl's perspective. This guy is telling me, okay, so I'll just read it. This is kind of long, and maybe I'll have to skip some parts or whatever, because it's definitely a long story. But anyway, here we go. As a guy who listens to the podcast, I also went through a toxic and mentally abusive relationship for 5 years. I don't know how old they were at this point, but the first 3 years were magical. I loved her. She loved me. Everything was beautiful till we began to grow apart. She was 3 years younger than me at an early age. I got most of my partying out of my system, and I mainly enjoyed the dive bar scene, and she was just getting into raving when I got out. So, okay, I guess he was a raver, and then he, like, grew out of it and just liked dive bars, and now she's, like, starting to rave. So they must be, like, 18, like, young.
Yeah.
Super young.
Yeah.
She found new friends, started thinking I was always being condescending towards her because I had already lived through that phase, but I was always supportive and just wanted her to experience it all. But she would always say I didn't like her acting that way, when in reality I love to see her opening and enjoying herself. I don't really get the point of that.
I think he's probably trying to justify the typical arguments that she's thrown at him. Like from his perspective.
Yeah. Like maybe he made her feel like, or maybe she was insecure, like, oh, she's doing all this raving stuff. And he's like, oh yeah, back in my day, you know, like I already did all that. Like, and she felt, maybe it made her feel insecure, but I didn't really understand the point of that bit of information. But anyways, it was, I loved seeing her open up and enjoying herself. It was the reason I fell in love with her. Anytime she experienced something new, the way her eyes would light up, I wanted to give her the world. So he loves her. I believe him. She started experimenting with drugs. And here we go. Okay. I had just gone sober from hard drugs before we started dating. So I guess he was in the rave scene. He was on drugs. He cleaned himself up, and now he just goes to dive bars. So that's where we're at. He had this is from his perspective. I had a cocaine and ecstasy addiction that I kicked when I met her, and she knew I was traumatized from it, but she wanted to start sharing her experience with me. So obviously we know that this is a fucking problem, because if you're a drug addict and you quit and you're gonna start involving yourself with someone who is an active drug user, it's
not gonna
an absolute terrible situation. So I went down that path so I could see her eyes light up again.
Oh no.
So
he relapsed.
Yes. So I feel like I have an issue with that sentence. Like, he loves her so much, right? But what part of that, like knowing how bad the drugs are makes you want to see her happy?
He started doing it with her so they can enjoy it together.
It makes her happy. So he likes to see her eyes light up. He likes to see her, I guess maybe when she's high, maybe she's happy, and he just wants to do anything to make her happy. But I wonder how much of that comes from his own like willingness and like quiet wanting to like start using again.
For sure.
You know?
Right.
But anyways, we started doing a lot of cocaine. I started doing a lot more. She would say I'm emotionally unstable because of it. Well, yeah, no shit. We would fight. Then she'd want me to get us more. Her friends would always want me to bring more and more because I had all of the connections and drugs. I started losing her. We started growing apart. I felt like I changed her into this shadow of a person. No. So I do think so, because he's seeing like she's like when they met, everything was good, and now they're getting deeper and deeper into drugs, and like he's seeing her become this shell of a drug addict. Okay. Like, so he's at least able to realize he had some personal responsibility.
Yeah.
I wanted us to quit, and I wanted us to be better. Then my grandmother passed away. On her deathbed, she told me to marry this girl and that she loves me very dearly. I don't know if grandma knew all the situation, but For the last 2 years of our relationship, or what was left of it, we forced ourselves to spend time with each other. She constantly told me I wasn't the same since my grandmother passed. I did everything I could to be the guy she fell in love with, bought her gifts, took her to places, planned cute dates by the river, packed a picnic basket full of sushi and wine to the beach. Yes,
we like that.
we love to see it.
Yeah, we like it. We like it.
He's trying at this
Yeah.
point. So kudos for that part. Everything led to a fight somehow, and it was always my fault. I truly loved her, but I knew she was only with me out of pity. She constantly tell me she doesn't see a future with us, but always be the one coming back whenever I would try to move on from her.
Because you
That's
have the
heart-wrenching.
connects.
Because she's a drug addict
Probably.
and
Are
is
they
familiar.
still doing drugs at this point?
Maybe
She's one of those like, okay, I don't want to be with you, but you are not allowed to be with anyone else. That's toxic.
that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
The last straw was when on Valentine's Day, I bought her a pair of the Dr. Martens that she was in love with. I arranged a flower bouquet myself of all her favorite flowers, a basket full of her favorite candies.
I love him.
I know.
He's so thoughtful.
He's like, he has like all the right like intentions, right? I brought them to her and surprised her before work. She looked sad when she accepted them and said she didn't get him anything for Valentine's Day. So he said, I didn't need anything from her. I just wanted to see her face light up again, but it didn't. That's when I knew I had to stop the cycle. We didn't talk for a day or two. She called asking why I was distant. I told her, I know you don't love me anymore and it's okay. So they started crying together. She said, you've been amazing. I love you, but I don't know what I want anymore. So I completely understood her and told her I wanted her to be happy. And then she started, so basically they parted ways for a month. They went no contact on social media and everything. Then she started getting drunk calls. He started getting drunk calls from her, blaming him for how fucked up she was but then also how she loved him. She wanted him to come see her and bring her more coke. So the drug addiction was getting fucking crazy.
Yeah.
So anyways, this whole vicious toxic cycle goes on and on. She went crazy telling everyone on social media how she saved me from killing myself and that she was scared of what I would do, that I'd break into her house and harm her. So basically she's just like starting
This is
to
like
like
a coke manic, like
yeah, that's what it sounds
she
like.
needs the connection, and that's probably her only connection, which is him, and that's why she's stringing
There's
him
like these
along.
manipulative ways of like this public embarrassment and all this shit to like get him to do what she wants him to do, which is get her drugs. But anyway, people would send me screenshots of how she was telling people I was psychotic. Everyone replied, that's not the guy we know. Still to this day, she still tries to contact me and stay in touch when she's in trouble or a bad situation. I always tell her I can only be her friend because I'll always care for her. But she won't get that side of me anymore. Am I wrong for answering her calls and still enabling her behavior?
Ooh,
I think you already know the answer.
Yeah, the fact
Yeah.
that he phrased it that way.
Yeah. Whenever I need someone, she always has an excuse and ends up blocking me. Am I not allowing myself to heal? Absolutely.
Yep.
Am I an idiot
Yeah,
who's
cut her.
insane? No.
Sounds like he tried.
Yeah.
I think he
so
feels
please let me know what
really
you all think.
guilty from the whole drug thing, because
Right.
he had already moved away and she was like, wait, but I've never tried it. Let's try it together. And he was like, okay, fine. So I think it's that guilt, the fact that now she's
He
this
led her
deep.
into this like cocaine abyss, but I honestly believe that she was gonna do it anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she started without him though. She had her own group of
She
friends.
was getting
he
into
said.
the rave scene or whatever.
He
Like,
was already out.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the
So-
sad part is that he felt like enabling her, and he wanted to be cool for her, maybe
Yeah.
like that.
To
He
bond
loved
over
her,
this?
so he got
Right.
back into drugs for her. Like that shit's really fucking sad.
All this is just
Yeah.
bad. She's terrible for him. Got him
She's-
back into his drug addiction.
Eesh.
And like now treating him like this, even after a breakup, she's extremely toxic.
He's
And
also, I mean, he said it himself. He's enabling her, though,
Yeah.
by continuously keeping her in his life. And I know why he's keeping her in his life, because he still loves her, it sounds like.
I think he does really love her, because guys who fucking put little picnic baskets together
That's
and
love.
fucking make a bouquet
yeah.
themselves, like instead of just buying a bouquet, they make one themselves.
Yeah.
Like, I think he really fucking loves her, but God, it's so sad.
I
She doesn't
know.
deserve that love right now. No, she has a lot of
She's
shit.
not
she
She
available.
can't even
She's not available for
yeah,
it.
she can't reciprocate
Mm-mm.
at all.
Yeah. This is a sad
Mhm.
situation.
It really
I feel bad
is.
for him. My heart really does go out for this guy.
Yeah.
The first 3 years, sure, were incredible, but I'm assuming it's because they were also very young. And I'm assuming that they're going into they're heading into mid-20s now, probably. You think
Sounds
so?
like it, probably. Yeah.
And those are a lot of things changed during those years.
Very rapidly too.
Very rapidly.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, she's changing for the worse, and he seems like he's making an effort to be better.
Yeah.
Like, he pulled himself out of drugs.
Yeah.
He tried to fix the relationship. Even he was the one who sat down and told himself, like, you know, I know this isn't going to work out, and told her, I know you don't love me. Like, I think you're very self-aware.
Yeah.
You know what's going on, and you're asking us these questions when you already know the answers.
You know what you gotta
just want to
do.
hear it from us
Right.
and the people in the comments. It's very obvious that, yes, you should cut her off. Yes, you are enabling her by answering the phone. Yes, we understand why you're doing it, because you have that history with her, but it's not going to help her, and it's not going to help you.
Right.
And the time that you're wasting on her, on this toxicity, you're stealing from the time that you could be using to better yourself, or even find someone who deserves all that love and the picnic baskets that you made, you know?
So cute.
Like, you know, that's adorable.
You know how many girls would love to get that little picnic basket with the sushi in it?
Right?
But no, this story, like, I responded to this story because when I was 18, I fell in love with a guy who was a drug addict, and he actually got me into drugs. It wasn't like I was seeking it out or anything, but like, I think, you know, a couple years into that, like, I got really bad into, like, so I hit rock bottom really fast. Like, I think it was just in my DNA, like, addiction is there, like, and clearly looking at my mom in her situation, like, I have the propensity to be a terrible fucking addict. So after just 2 years of doing coke, like, it was very unhealthy. I feel like I can almost picture, like, how their nights were manic on coke, like, just unhealthy. And so it really struck a chord with me. But the thing is, like, I had to leave that, and I had to just go completely no contact with that guy in order to get off the drugs. And so, yeah, if he's answering her call, or if he's, like, still getting it for her or anything, like, he has to absolutely stop that right now.
This isn't love. Look at the way she's talking about you online, dude. Love doesn't tell people that you're psychotic and like outing
Well, he
all your
probably
personal
sees
stuff.
through the drug part of it, right? Like, he probably knows, like, she's only saying this stuff because
And
she's
he knows like she doesn't love
fiending
him.
for drugs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
But to love her,
you're
you
giving
have
her
to-
love the way that you think that is, you know,
Yeah.
just by still responding to her and stuff. But what are you getting back?
I really think it's the guilt that he feels. I think that's the reason why. It's the guilt and the love that he still has for her. So those are the two main reasons I see as to why he's still responding to her. And so he's really just, it's self-serving for him, and it's not helping him or her.
Yeah.
And so it's just really,
He's like letting himself be a punching bag kind
Yeah.
of for this extended period of time in order to feel like it's going to make it okay someday. But nothing, like, until she gets clean on her own, none of your interactions are going to be healthy. None of them are going to be helpful for you or her. I mean, it seems pretty terrible. It's so sad. But yeah, it broke my heart because it, like, when guys describe like how they go out of their way to do cute shit for girls, I'm like, not enough guys do that.
I know.
They don't get credit when they do.
I want a picnic. I want picnics.
I want a picnic basket, but the one that doesn't have cocaine in it.
Yeah. I want sugar in my tea, not cocaine.
Yeah. I wouldn't have been eating any of that, and I would have just
That's
been
true.
high as fuck.
Exactly. You don't even be hungry.
Yeah. She's like, I can't eat any of this, honey.
It's so, like, not thoughtful of you, you know.
Yeah.
dang. I know, this one's sad.
Oh, honey.
It breaks my heart.
It-
How like
yeah.
he really truly loved her though.
Yeah, you can
But-
tell just by the way he writes about her.
Yeah.
He loves her.
It's really sad. Like, drugs are obviously a huge problem in the whole entire world, in our country especially, but everywhere. I mean, people have issues with drugs, but you can't mix a relationship with drugs. It doesn't work. I mean, I can't imagine maybe 1% of them you can point to a relationship that has drugs in it that actually they both got clean and it worked out and they're still together. Like, who you are when you're on drugs and you fall in love when you're on drugs and all this stuff, like, you're creating these memories and stuff of a person who's not even really you.
Yeah, it's like a fantasy.
Yeah, and then so when those addictions fall apart, then a lot of what your relationship stood on also falls apart.
True.
So there really just is nowhere for this relationship to go. And I think he knew that, which is why he left. But if anybody else is in, that type of situation where it's intertwined with any type of drug addiction, I'm just going to say you have zero hope and you need to just get out of it.
I will say, however, I'm very proud of him for leaving, for understanding and knowing, like, that she doesn't love me and I need to get out. You are lingering, but I'm proud of you for pulling out completely. No, I'm sorry, not completely. I am proud of you for pulling out.
Most
And
of the way.
Most of the way, yeah. And getting out and ending the relationship when you needed to.
True.
Yeah.
Pack your bags.
He already has them packed. He just needs to take them out the door.
Yeah.
And
We're going through TSA.
close the door.
Just block
We're
her.
going through TSA. They will check for drugs. There are drug dogs.
Yeah.
Leave that at home. Back to the streets with you.
Back to the street.
But the nice suburb streets. Like you're a sweetheart. You get the suburbs.
Yeah. He's not made for the streets. He's made for a good girl. He'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stop
man.
lingering on that. It's not gonna help. I love you. We love you.
Yeah.
So what about these? So we got a ton of submissions. And we definitely want to try to do this type of episode again.
I like it.
What kind of stuff would you ladies like to hear though? Like what kind of problems?
Dude, these
are
were pretty.
interesting.
Like I was on an emotional roller coaster
It
today.
was.
That OnlyFans one.
Oh yeah.
I'm still angry.
That one got under my skin.
Yeah.
There's
I hate that guy.
There's so many too. Like we were reading through a lot of them too, and like there's just so many shitty boyfriends out there. And I'm like, girl, what the fuck are you even asking? Like you even gotta ask. But I forget because when I was younger too, I put up with so much bullshit.
Yeah.
Like
I-
it's just I don't even know how to like get a girl to the right mentality to like stop.
Right.
Well,
It
also
comes
these
with
experiences
age and
are
experience,
important
yeah.
to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
mean,
guess
they
because
need
if
to
I
go through
hadn't
this.
gone through all the shit that like upset me so much and like being treated like shit and cheated on and all that stuff and like still putting up with it and still trying and like then you realize like you don't need to try like when they're that shitty like nothing you can do is gonna change them.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Zero effort, zero investment. They're not gonna just all of a sudden one day be Prince Charming. You're wasting your time.
And like I always say, if they really wanted to, they
They
would.
would. Yeah.
They would.
You'll see some sort of progress.
I'm not a churchy person, but I was in love and I wanted to, I want to make you happy. And if you want to go to church, I'll go with you. Because if I really wanted to make you happy, I would.
Right.
You know?
Any little thing like that, yeah.
Any little thing. So when it comes to like the first person who wanted attention, if he wanted to, he would. The second one, it's sushi. If he wanted to, he would.
Right.
You know?
But he
So-
wants to pay
Yeah.
for OnlyFans pussy. So that's what
Exactly.
he did.
Yeah. So keep that in mind. We love these questions. Thanks for sending them in.
Yeah.
I feel like we should keep doing this.
Yeah, I think it was fun. Tell us what you guys think.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The title should be "Should we go back to the streets?"
Should we
Should we
back
pack our bags? You know.
That's funny.
Thank you guys for watching this episode of Big Mood. Thank you guys for your submissions. Make sure you guys follow our Instagram because we do post on there and reach out when we need you to ask us some
Submissions.
questions and do some submissions so we can answer them on our show. Make sure you give us a thumbs up on our video, 5 stars, whatever it is that people are rating people, 5 potatoes, I don't know.
Leave a comment.
Leave a comment and
Interaction
tell
helps
us what you guys would have done in these situations. And also tell me how pissed you are about this OnlyFans guy because same. I want to be in those comments too.
I'm
just
so mad.
furious. I want to message her back.
I feel like we should go beat his ass.
That's what I'm saying.
I just want a girl gang to go beat his
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah. I'm going to message her. But thanks for watching, you guys. We'll see you guys next week. Take care. We love you.
Yeah.
Be good. Take care of yourselves. Be nice to each other. Bye.
Bye.